Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. So apparently I only own just a couple of makeup products because this is really what I want to reach for over anything else in my collection. I do have my everyday makeup drawer, and I do actively try to reach into there and use some other products. However, I find myself going right back to the same exact thing every time. And I've mentioned it many times, I'm looking for comfort in the summertime. I don't want very heavy products. I don't really want a lot of product either. So the first thing here that I want to talk about is a sunscreen. I have already applied this off camera simply because I like to let my SPF sit for 10 minutes before I go in with any makeup over the top. This is from Summer Fridays. This is their SPF 50 Shade Drops Broad Spectrum Mineral Milk Sunscreen. This is a very lightweight, barely tinted sunscreen. Let me put a little bit on the back of my hand so you can kind of see the texture. And when I tell you that I want to use this all the time, it is so beautiful on the skin. It sinks in right away. It doesn't take much to blend it out, and it's so beautiful. It leaves a very beautiful glow behind. I just really like this one, and I do love how glowy it does leave your skin. It's like the perfect lightweight base because I'm not going in with an extra skin tint over the top or anything. I am going to go in with a concealer, but I'm keeping this very light, and I really do enjoy this. But one of the cons I will say with this, and it's kind of the same one that I mentioned with the Ilia, I think that one's called... What's the Ilia one like this? It's like a sun something. It's in the round compact. I will put it somewhere here on the screen for you. That one does not have a lot of product, and neither does this. This has 1.7 fluid ounces. So if you're using this as your SPF every single day, I feel like you are definitely going to fly through this a little bit quicker than you might some other sunscreens. Like, for example, while this is mineral and these are chemical sunscreens, my favorite Sun Balm and my favorite Supergoop sunscreens, you get a ton of product in there. Like a lot of product, like more like 3, 4, 5 fluid ounces between them versus this. So I do want to mention that in case that might bother you, but I don't know if it's true or not. I have heard that mineral sunscreens are more expensive to make. I have no idea if that's true. It's just something I've heard. I don't know if that plays a part in it. I think this is like $38, I want to say, but I really do like it. I think it's perfect for especially those quick and easy makeup days where you don't want a lot on your skin. You just want a nice SPF and maybe a little bit of concealer and you're out the door. I really do like this one. Also, with talking about them, I finished off my Sunlit Vanilla fragrance from Summer Fridays today. I just had this little travel size here and I finished it off this morning, and I am so sad about that. I'm so sad. This is like my favorite. It's like vanilla coconut. That's the best way I could describe it, and I will absolutely be buying the full size. Absolutely. Okay, for my concealer, I'm going in with this one from Ilia. This is the Skin Blur Serum Concealer, and mine is in the shade 3W Chambray. This concealer is absolutely beautiful on the skin. So beautiful. I love to wear it almost like a very lightweight skin tint. And to blend that out, I'm going in with the Refi. This is their double-sided complexion brush. I just really love this concealer. It's so beautiful on the skin. It's another that's very lightweight. It just blends right in, as you can see. It's just easy. No fussing, no anything. You probably could also blend it out with your fingers if you want. I'm just applying it with a brush just for the purpose of this video, but it is so beautiful on the skin. It's so lovely. It just blends in effortlessly. And between it and the Summer Fridays SPF, and also the SPF from Ilia as well, that's just been kind of like my go-to for those very quick and easy makeup days. I want something very simple. I don't want a lot on my face. I just want very easy, very pretty, lightweight makeup that I know is going to last, and I just want to reach for these products constantly. And I'm so sorry that I'm talking about a lot of these yet again. I know that it's probably very boring for a lot of people to see the same exact makeup products, but I also want to be very honest and upfront about what I'm using. Yeah, I did maybe about, by the time this video goes up, that might have been like a week ago or a week and a half ago. I did test out some new makeup products, and lovely products, but I'm coming back to these time and time again. I am trying out new things, but I'm coming back to these because they work for me, and I want to mention them because I do want to show you what I am reaching for on an everyday basis. And these are the products. Now, yeah, there might be like 1 or 2 products in certain categories that I'm rotating around. Kind of like the blush. I have a few blushes that I rotate quite frequently between like 2 or 3 different ones. So it's not just these specific products that I'm talking about, but all in all, this is what I'm reaching for. I'm looking for makeup that works, that's going to feel nice, look nice, and just kind of keep me comfortable all day long in this really hot heat. I know it's not summer all over the world right now, but if you are going through summertime, then it's just nice to have these really lightweight, easy products. See, like that. This is simple. It's beautiful. Honestly, between this and a nice, slightly tinted SPF, I'm good. I'm really good. I don't really need... And I mean, now, don't get me wrong, I love skin tints. I have several in my collection that I love so very much, but I don't necessarily need them. If I was someone that was definitely like a minimalist, you know, I didn't, hoard makeup, then I probably would be fine with just a nice tinted SPF, like the Summer Fridays one or the one from Ilia. That one's, I don't know why that name is escaping me. It's Sun something. I need to go get the bottle from my bathroom so I can show you. It's like sun serum, maybe? Let me blend out this concealer and I will go grab that, because that's going to bug me if I don't get the name of it immediately. Okay, the one from Ilia is the Sun Serum Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. Okay, this has 1.52 fluid ounces, and this one is in light... medium. There are 2 shades of the Ilia one. Now the Summer Fridays only comes in 1 shade. So between these 2 right here and a concealer, honestly, that would be all I would really need, if we're being honest. If I was more of someone that I just was minimalist-ish, I didn't have a lot of product in my collection, something like this in a concealer would really be all I'd need. But there you can just see that concealer, and I did not even apply it everywhere. I just mostly kept it, out on this outer part and up here where I had a little bit of redness, and then just kind of blend in a little bit. So I'm not even wearing a lot of that. It feels like there's nothing on my face, which is what I like. These products are top tier in my opinion. I want to reach for them all the time. Okay, so next I'm going in with bronzer, and this is where I do rotate between 2 different ones, but for this video, I'm going to specifically mention the Summer Fridays. This is the Bronzer Butter Balm, and mine is in the shade Sand. This is such a lovely balmy bronzer. I did have a video go up, that's probably been like 2 weeks or so now, of a ranking video with all my bronzers, and if you watch that, you will know how much I love these very balmy bronzers in these compacts. I really like more skin-focused makeup products, like not necessarily skincare based. I mean, that's fine if it is, because I love the hydration in my complexion products because I like a very glowy, hydrated face. But more of these brands that are a little bit more skin focused and that they're very lightweight, you can build them up, that kind of style. I'm just going to use that same Refi brush and just go into this. And the other cream bronzer that I really, really love is the one from Refi. I've talked about that one a lot. That is a beautiful bronzer. This one is beautiful, and that one, I honestly think that they might be my top 2, well, I'll say top 3, because I also really like the one from Sarah Creel. So top 3, it would be this one, the Refi, and the Sarah Creel. Those are really, really lovely. And they're all very similar to each other in the types, like the formula. That very balmy, very buildable kind of formula, which is what I'm looking for. I don't want to have to be careful with certain makeup products. I just want things to work for me so I can apply it and know it's going to look good, it's going to work. And that's what these are. I feel like I've found so far like top tier products that I want to reach for all the time. And I know other makeup can come along and replace them, but for right now, they're all I want to reach for. And you can see I'm just doing a very light layer of that. It's the perfect tone for my skin tone. It's so beautiful. And I also do apply a little bit of that on the eyelids as well, because I have not really been going in much with eyeshadow. I'm not against eyeshadow at all. I mean, okay, I should say eyeshadow palettes, because I am using eyeshadow sticks, but eyeshadow palettes, that's a better, or like powder eyeshadow in general. I just haven't really been reaching for that. I don't know. I just like the very simple, easy, everyday kind of style. And I mean, eyeshadow can be every day as well, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's just one extra step that I can cut out if I want to. Eyeshadow palettes are beautiful. I still like them, I just don't really want to reach for them on an everyday basis. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of that, and we are going to apply that right in here. This is just the most beautiful lightweight bronzer. I feel like this is one that you can't mess up, at least this shade. I just think it's so beautiful. It's soft, it's lightweight, it's just a nice glowy, it just feels nice on the skin. That's what I'm looking for. I just want really comfortable makeup that just looks nice. I say that all the time and I'm just going to keep repeating it. I'm just going to take this and also, whatever is left, I'm not adding anything else to this brush. I'm just going across the nose and in this area right here in the T-zone. Just a little bit, not going back in with anything, just whatever's left. I just think that adds like a cute little effect, like you really are just very lightly sun-kissed. And you can see that I did not go in with a heavy amount of bronzer. It's very, very soft and lightweight. You can build it up. It is a nice buildable formula, at least in my experience. I'm just adding a little bit more so maybe you can kind of see what I mean. That you can absolutely build it up. But I like that it is buildable, so I'm not afraid to go, like, really put that brush in. It's very easy to blend out. You can just see, it's really beautiful, really lightweight, a very natural looking bronze, which is what I like. Now blush is another thing that I kind of rotate around, but the ones that I really like are these from Summer Fridays. This is the Blush Butter Balm, and of course I really love my Iris and Romeo, the Ceramide Multi Balm, and mine's specifically in the shade Mood Boost for that one. That's my favorite shade ever. But I am going to be applying this one right here from Summer Fridays. This is Toasted Terracotta. And I'm going to take this brush right here from Versed. This is their Perfector brush, I believe is the full name of this one. And I'm going to use this side right here. This is a perfect side for going into blushes and kind of keeping it softer. If you're kind of concerned about, you know, not going in with too much too soon, I just feel like this brush does a very nice job of diffusing it out because it's a perfect size. It's small, but it's fluffy, so it doesn't diffuse too much too soon, which is what I'm personally looking for. I am also, of course, going to take that on the eyelid as well. It's so pretty. This is a nice bronzer shade for my skin tone. It's very, very pretty. I also have the shade Soft Strawberry. So I rotate between that one, Toasted Terracotta, and Mood Boost from Iris and Romeo. Those are the three that I just want to wear constantly. I'm just giving you a few more options while I'm talking about these because I think all of them are equally as good. They are all ones that I'm reaching for. Just for the sake of this video, I'm just showing you just one of the options, but there are several. But I keep going back to these products. I just keep going back to them. It's like there's no other makeup in my collection at all because I just go back to these. You can see it's just really, really beautiful. I really like these. They're another one that's that very nice, balmy, lightweight texture, and I take that on the back of my hand as well, kind of press out some of that pigment and get it evenly into that brush. They're very nice. They are balmy. They don't dry down. If that bothers you, you probably wouldn't really like these, but if you're someone that you love the glow, you love balm-like products, you want that extra hydration in your skin, I think you would really enjoy these, but just know that going forward, at least on me when I'm wearing them, they don't dry down. Now that could also depend on what you're wearing underneath, like your skincare or your base products and all that. That could play a part. My skincare and all of that is very, very glowy and hydrating. But I don't know, if you went in with more mattifying products underneath, it might dry down a little bit more, but just the way I wear it, it doesn't dry down. That doesn't bother me personally, but I do like to mention it in case you are someone that you want products that really set down, or if you have oily skin. I don't know if you would like these if you have oily skin. I also take the blush on the eyelid as well. I like to add a little something to my lids simply because I'm not going in with like powder eyeshadows anymore that much. I do still use them. In fact, my previous video, that would have went up this past Monday, I did actually use some powder eyeshadows in that one. I still did use my eyeshadow sticks from Ilia, but I did go over the top with powder. So I do still occasionally use powder eyeshadow, but it's not like something I reach for on a daily basis. Not anymore. What you're seeing me do here is what I do. Okay, and then with nothing else on that brush, I have not added anything else to it. I'm just going to also very lightly go in the T-zone area, or just this part across the nose, just a little. I like that very cute little softly sun-kissed kind of look. I don't typically do this during the other parts of the year. I only really do it during spring and summer, but I think it just adds that little bit of cuteness. Like you really have been out in the sun, just enough to get that little flush of color. I think that's adorable. I think it's cute. Now that might be a little too much glow for certain people. You can definitely go in with a powder and tone that down if you want. I think it's cute. I don't know. I really like how it looks like you've been outside a little bit. Like you, not necessarily laying out, maybe not that kind of sun-kissed, but just, you know, maybe you're doing a little light gardening or something, which, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, my quite pale complexion here should show that I don't do any gardening. I don't really want to go outside with the bugs. That is not really what I want to do. I wish that I could just ignore them and do gardening because I think flowers and plants are really pretty. But I can't get past the bug thing, so I'm just gonna do makeup to make it look like I have a little garden. And I just think this is super cute. Okay, and before I move on to the actual eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. And this right here is my favorite ever. This is from Iris and Romeo. This is their Brow Up Thickening Brow Balm. And mine is in the shade Brown Black. I love this. This is my favorite tinted brow gel I've ever tried because it does every single thing that I need it to. It has this really small little wand here and it just fills in my brows. It does exactly what I need it to do. It's perfect in everything I'm looking for and I use it, or I want to use it every day. I'm trying to use some other brow products to get them out of my collection, but for the most part, this is the one that I really love that I want to use. I don't want to use anything else. It just does the job. It does exactly what I need it to do. It's quick, it's easy, and yeah, it's perfect. It's just perfect. I mean, you see? It's easy. It's so easy. It's good. It's good. Now, you can only get this one from their website. It's not sold at Sephora. I don't know why that is, but I like to mention this every time I talk about Iris and Romeo. But check their website. If they are a brand you're interested in, check their website. They are doing deals all the time. In fact, at the time I'm filming this now, when this video is going up, it's going to be over, but they're doing a 20% off of like 3 products. You add 3 products to your cart and then get 20% off. They do that quite frequently throughout the year, stuff like that, or they have 20% off their whole website, 20% off of like certain categories. So I would say if they are a brand you are wanting to try at all, check their website. You can get much better deals than you can on Sephora. I really do enjoy a lot of their products. They're very nice. I also really love their skincare as well. I really love their skincare. And I'm just going to keep you zoomed in because we're going to move on to eyeshadow, but these from Ilia, I have 4 different shades of the Eye Stylist Shadow Stick. I have Opulent, Jubilee, Beam, and Venetian. And yeah, I love these so very much. The shimmer versions of the Ilia eyeshadow sticks. I didn't personally like the matte ones. The matte ones to me were way too dry for my eyelids. But I don't know, if you have more oilier eyelids, I don't know, the matte ones might work much better for you than these. I love these. I did have, you know, there was one time where I had an issue with one of them. Nope, I figured out that it was just my eyelid was just, I had a product on that was way too dry for my eyelids and that messed it up, and I haven't had any issues since. I really love these. I want all of the shades. In the shimmer, that formula, I want all of them. And if I had to rebuild my makeup routine or my makeup collection from scratch, I don't think I would buy an eyeshadow palette. I think I would just have every single shade of these and I would be fine with that. I would buy, you know, maybe a few little single shadows like, you know, some sparkly topper shades maybe, but I don't know. I love these so much. Now, what shade do I want to use? I love all of them. They're all really, really good. I think they're all pretty. Let's see. I don't think I've used Beam lately. I try to rotate them every single day around so I'm getting equal use. So let me use the shade Beam for today's look. You can kind of maybe see where I have that one crease right there where like the blush and, I was about to say bronzer, the blush and bronzer are like right there. That's where I have the largest crease in my eye. That's the only place these crease on me, and I expect that from anything. I even have powder eyeshadow that will crease in that same exact spot. But these don't crease anywhere else on my eyelid. I have had some cream eyeshadow products, like whether it's a stick or like in a compact, I've had some of them crease all over my eye and then they fade into nothing. That is not the case for these, but you know yourself, I have had some people tell me that they can't wear eyeshadow sticks because they are just gone off their eyelids by the end of the day. I do understand that as well, so definitely know yourself and your preferences and what you're looking for. This is just my personal experience with these, and that's why I love them so much. They don't give me any issues, and they just crease in that one little spot, and that's it. I just wanted to mention that because I am not going to sit here and lie to you and say, they don't crease. They do crease. If you have a crease on your eyelid like I do, they're going to crease. But I don't find that it does it all over my eye, which if it's just that minor one crease, I'm fine with it. I am going to tap out that crease from my product, or from that blush and bronzer. Do that. And then go in with the shade Beam, which I love all four of the shades I have. They're all so, so pretty. Now, I have had somebody ask if I could only pick one of them, which shade would I pick? Opulent. I really like the shade Opulent the most because it's the most, well, out of the ones I have, it's the most brightest. And I like it for on its own, but then I also love it as base for sparkly eyeshadow toppers. I just think it's the perfect shade for that. But honestly, any of them are beautiful. But if I had to pick between the four I have, Opulent would be the one I'd go for, but they're all stunning. I love every single one of them. That just depends on your preference and what shades you like. And I just love how it looks on the lid. It's so, so stunning. I don't really even blend it out that much like in this area. I just tap like a little bit here. I never add anything much to this outer portion. I just kind of let that be where my blush and bronzer went. And just add these to the beginning half because I like the most brightness on the inner part of my eye. I just love these so much. They're so good. I can't get enough of them, and I used not to really care that much about eyeshadow sticks. I mean, I didn't like hate them or anything. I just was always one for powder eyeshadows and stuff, but now, no. I'm the exact opposite. I want these because they're just so quick and easy, and look how they just give you that almost like wet effect on your eyelid. They're so stunning. I just rotate these four shades around. I just use them consistently. I would really love to have all of the shades. And they have one, I don't know the name of it, but it's a pretty mint shade. Oh, I swatched that in store one time. It was so pretty. That might be my next one that I might pick up because I try to buy them along and along because they're not exactly cheap. I don't believe. I think they're like, what, $30? I might be wrong about that specifically, but they're not exactly inexpensive. So I just keep buying a shade here or there, but that mint shade might be the next one that I purchase because it's so pretty. But I love the way these look on the eyelid. They're just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to skip eyeliner today. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes I don't. We're just going to skip it today, and I'm going in with my Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water mascara. This is in Secret Spot, which is their brown shade. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply this mascara. It's a really lovely mascara. It is a tubing mascara, and it comes off very easily with just some water. Okay, so that is that mascara on both sides. It's a really lovely mascara, no smudging or flaking, and it does hold my curl all day long. And the final two products here that I really love because they're both very comfortable. You can wear them together, you can wear them on their own, both very lovely. First I'm going to go in with this from Merit. This is their Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Beverly Hills. I have mentioned this one many times. This is like my exact lip shade, like my exact lip shade. It's also a very hydrating formula. I feel like as long as your lips are nicely prepped, this goes on almost like a lip balm. And now that could be a good or bad thing. It's not long lasting because of that. I don't personally mind it. I don't mind reapplying my lip throughout the day as long as it's comfortable. If it's comfy, that's all that counts for me. And another reason why this stands out is because I am usually one more for the wood lip pencils than I am these kind of twist up ones or the gel, whatever you want to call them. But this one I can get behind. This is a beautiful, beautiful shade, and it's like my lips exactly. So I'm just going to apply that all over. I mean, look at that. It's like my lips exactly. I mean, you see? My exact lip shade. So it's perfect. So when it does fade, it's not going to fade in a weird way because it is my exact lip color. And then another product that I wanted to mention here, because I like these with a lip liner or on their own, and I want to mention this one specifically because it was limited edition, but they have now brought it back permanently, I believe. This is from Summer Fridays. This is their Lip Butter Balm and Strawberry Soft Serve. They have recently brought this back. It was part of a limited edition duo, and now it's back. I believe it's like permanent now, and it smells so good. It smells almost like strawberry. It says like strawberry soft serve, like I guess ice cream, but it smells like strawberry shortcake to me. Like if you've ever had that, that's what this smells like to me. And it's just like a pinky clear. That's all it is. And I'm just going to apply this over the top of that lip liner. And these are really nice. I like these from Summer Fridays. But there we have this very simple, very easy, glowy, lightweight, feels like you're not even wearing anything kind of makeup. And this is what I want to reach for constantly. And I'm so sorry yet again. I know that I talk about these products a lot on my channel. And I know after a while that probably does get very, very boring, but I really love them. I really love them. I want to reach for them all the time. They are exactly what I want in my makeup products, and I just want to mention them over and over because they're very good. They just, even with new makeup that I've tried, I've come right back to these same products. Yes, there's a few products here that are interchangeable, like with the blushes, for example, or, you know, the lip or whatever. But for the most part, this is what I'm reaching for. This is what I'm going for. They're just comfortable. They're nice and glowy, hydrated. My face just feels like I'm not even wearing any makeup, which is what I'm looking for, especially right now during this hot, hot summer weather. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. All of these products will be listed and linked for you below, as well as in the YouTube shopping tag feature, and if you click through and purchase, I do earn a small commission, and if you choose to do so, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!